fresh off the press, man. Your boy Yella Beezy, man. I guess he out here addressing little stuff that's happening out here, man. I seen him out here addressing the Boosie situation where he got shot in Dallas when he had when MO3 had passed. He addressed that, spoke on that after the memorial, and he been talking, bro. You know, last week it was Chris Brown.
Yeah, I ain't watch it, but I seen it though. Far as like the whole, interview. I think he sat down with Sean Cotton from Say Cheese.
Yeah, Sean Cotton
out there in Texas, man. I don't know with that one, bro, again, because it's a real wobbler with it because you got, Beezy just got out of it, like you said, he just got out of a situation, man, where they had to put, hands and paws on somebody. But I don't know, man. It's like I feel like is he barking up the wrong tree on this one, man? Like I don't put people, everybody, a man is a man. But it just be like I never looked at, Yella like that. I thought when I thought especially amongst the Southern artists at least, man. Like I thought they always looked at Boosie as,
like an elder statesman.
Elder statesman, the OGs. So I never even thought the niggas would even get into a Boosie.
I feel like it came out of nowhere because it was just like I didn't even see no beef brewing. When I thought about it at the time, I could see it to happen at the time when the shooting happened. Yeah. But to happen so far after, it's kind of like we digging up kind of a beef and making something. But the way he was answering stuff too is just like he was giving innuendos like maybe, maybe not. Nah, I ain't got no beef with him, but we can swap him. that told me right there, like, oh, you got a little smoke there.
He got smoke there, yeah. Because the way he was talking in the little clip I seen there, I was like, all right, nah, I ain't never seen it. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's like when I don't want to call him like father son shit, but when you see that father and the son talking to him like you ain't never seen him, say like, hey yo,
like you biting the hand that feeds you, even though they ain't feeding you. But Boosie opened a lot of doors down south.
Like this Texas and that's Louisiana, Texas and Louisiana. That's like.
That's like hand in hand. You know what I mean?
When Katrina happened and whatever, man, most of everybody moved to Texas for
they
this.
floated their ass right up to Houston.
You know what I'm saying? Houston, Dallas, you know what I'm saying?
Fort Worth.
You know what I mean? It's definitely a lot of, Louisiana is down there. So,
but I feel like it's a beef that's not needed now, especially coming after the Drake and Kendrick shit. It's like we don't need that shit. And the way he answered it definitely left the door open, man. And then he talked about the Earl Smith stuff, and I like Beezy,
I call him E-Roll. I call him E-Roll, man.
Hey, say it one more time.
E-Roll. It's E-R-R-O-L. So
excuse the homie. He ain't never seen Earl spelled like that, man.
Bro. It's simple, bro. I'm simple with it, man.
But nah, man, Beezy, I feel like he trying to get back in the mix of things, but I feel like do it with music, bro. Like, I hate when artists like that I ain't gonna say ain't popped out, but ain't really had nothing going for a little minute musically or nothing, and then they just pop out for all bad shit like the Chris Brown, not the Boosie beef.
Nothing out there like that.
Like, come on, bro. Like, do the music, bro, and then beef. You know what I mean? Have something to stand on. You know what I mean?
I do agree with that though. Like, you gotta pop out there on something a little bit more solid than just hey, let me speak on this situation. Because that whole interview, I think, is like titled as he speaks on all this shit.
That's all it says.
Nothing else. You know what I'm saying? One thing I was gonna say though about that though, I lost my track of my thought right there. But with Boosie, he did speak on something that made a lot of sense though. I'm just gonna bring it because I don't want to make it like a nigga just bashing on Beezy or something. But he was like, yo, Boosie came down there on some shit like like y'all niggas wrong. Like, hey yo, I'm gonna correct this. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of time he came on. And you gotta remember, like, this didn't happen in Louisiana. This, you know what I'm saying? This happened in Texas, which he ain't from there. So that's like, you know what I'm saying? I got a beef with a nigga in Michigan or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And just say that he loved by, you know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking of somebody, he loved by a Jeezy or Gucci or something like that. You ain't about to come down there and, you know what I'm saying, get involved in street, you know what I'm saying? If I got a street beef with somebody, you're not gonna come down there and be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that shit. I ain't going out to no LA or nothing and be like, hey, yo, y'all niggas ain't touching, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you definitely can't go down to somebody else's city on some
like
different politics. And
that's like Nip behind us. Like, you go down to, LA and be like, hey, y'all niggas done, I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? Turn it up.
That was crazy on Boosie part right there. I felt like that definitely should have been done a lot better because, you know what I'm saying, especially when you come into a memorial. You know what I'm saying? You come into a memorial, you come in on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? So you bought that energy there. So that, I can feel Yella Beezy on that.
It wasn't thought out.
Yeah, it was not thought out. When I go back and think about it, he was on Instagram popping it, crying.
Yeah.
Which I
crying
felt,
is cool, but
yeah,
it's just
I
like
felt
the
pain,
y'all
though.
wrong. I mean, you can say that as well, but I'm just saying like y'all gon'. It was a lot of, I would say, like indirect threats.
Yeah, it was indirect. And then, you know, like you say, maybe, you know what I'm saying, I don't know how people deal with death. You know, I know how I deal, and I don't know how Boosie deal with it, but it could have been off pure emotion, but like you say, it could have been done a lot better. So I can understand Yella Beezy feeling that way. Like, nigga, you coming down here on who should have did what?
I just ain't know he had it in. I ain't gonna say he had it in him, but I just ain't know he was gonna respond like that. I just
Hey, man.
But
you know, being around Chris Brown, man, when you get around Briss Brown, all of this energy is coming out now. It's like, man, I knew Chris probably told him, like, you know what, man? Fuck that nigga, man. Go ahead and do it. Say what you gotta say,
it's
boy.
a possibility to that.
I
man.
got you on Pyro.
But before we move away from this situation, man, I don't really know a lot about that whole situation with Earl. Do you know like a little bit more about that with the whole Beezy and Earl and that whole Dallas shit, man?
That, man, you know what? I don't really want to speak on it much because I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know much. But
It evolves around that, you know.
It involves
around that accident, right?
Yeah, all around that accident that happened with him that he ain't been right since.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to speak too much. I just know he spoke on all the politics on that shit and was putting that shit on the floor. And I was just like, damn, bro, you...
Check it out though, man. I'm definitely, man, you know, going, you know, like bro said, I'm gonna go check that out my damn self. This interview with Sean Cotton and Beezy, man, Yella Beezy.
Yeah,
and see what's up, cause I want to see, you know, or get a little bit more understanding on that.
We must pay homage to him.